Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jose and you are in Chessmania. Okay, today we're gonna see that game that became worldwide news not too long ago. A young chess player from India beat a chess grandmaster. I believe he's 8 years old, and at that young age he was able to beat a grandmaster. So I am curious about that game. So I went to chess.com, logged in, and I wanted to watch that game. um, Before I do that, meanwhile, if you'd like to support this channel, if you're watching from Twitch, just click follow. It will notify you when I'm going to go on a live streaming, which I usually go on live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at the same time, 6 p.m. Okay. Or if you'd like to support this channel through different means, I do have, let me show you what we can actually offer here. So if you are interested, we do have a chess.com hat for you to purchase. Those are the official chess.com hats. What you do is just scan the code that you see right there on the screen with your phone. It's going to take you to a web page where you can actually order the chess.com hats, as you can see right there on the screen. If you're looking for something else, for example, a chess set, I do have that also as an option here. It's a premium chess set for $46.95. Scan the code and you're going to get one of those world famous chess sets that you can take it with you to tournaments and then also your friends and basically play some games. Or if you're looking for something more like an accessory, we do have DGTG digital chess clock for $34.95. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to scan the code you see right there on the screen, and it's going to take you to the page where you're going to get this type of clock, which my suggestion and recommendation, you could use this type of digital clock if you intend to use for blitzing. The base, if you notice, the base of the actual clock is more robust. You can put it in a chess table when you're playing, and you would not worry that because you're playing blitzing, it's going to fall over or going to fall off the actual chess table. So I recommend that you, if you like basically playing more blitz than classical game, this is your digital chess clock for you. But if you're the opposite, that you like to play more classical games and less blitzing, then I suggest that you get this one right here. It's DGT Easy Timer Digital. Same amount, $34.95, same procedure. Scan the code. It's going to take you to the portal, the web page where you can order it. And if you notice that digital chess clock does not have that long base, it's more fragile. So even though I'm sure that it could be used for blitzing, I would recommend that you use this type of clock if you intend to use play games for like classical and probably rapids, about 15 minute chess. So that's basically the recommendations that I give you if you like to have this type of clock. So you got this one for classical, maybe rapids. This one obviously work for classical as well and rapid, but mostly, probably blitzing. They have the chessboard premium chess set combo, $46.95, and you have the chess set hat for with the official chess.com logo on it for $19.95. Scan the code, and it's going to take you to the portal. You can actually order them. Okay. All right. So now let's have a quick look into that performance that became news all around the world about this little 8-year-old kid who beat a grandmaster. So this is what I found. That's the guy, or the little kid. His name is Ashwat Kaushik. Ashwat Kaushik has become the youngest player to beat a grandmaster in a classical tournament game. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Look at this guy. Look at his face. Does it look like he's gonna beat you? No, sir. No, sorry. You would know that he can beat you by his face. Look at this little kid. But he certainly beat a grandmaster. So let's have a quick look into that. On Sunday, 8-year-old Ashwat Kaushik from Singapore smashed the record to become the youngest player ever to defeat a grandmaster in classical chess. Just a month prior, Leonid Ivanovich from Serbia dethroned Grandmaster Awonder Liang to become the first player under the age of 9 to defeat a grandmaster in a classical tournament game. So this record did not last very long, less than a month. Unbelievable. So we're going to listen to those two names. Obviously, both shadow the record, so not to diminish one or the other. Leonid Ivanovich and Ashwat Kaushik. Those are names that probably will need to be remembered in the future. However, records are made to be broken, and this one did not last long. At the 22nd Burgdorfer Stadthaus Open in Switzerland, that took place just outside the capital, Bern, this weekend, Indian-born Ashwat Kaushik from Singapore shattered the record by almost 5 months. Wow. So it's not like a few days, no, 5 months. The historic triumph came in round 4 against 37-year-old Grandmaster Jacek Stopa from Poland. Ashwat had already won his first 3 games and clinched his 4th straight win in an impressive game. Well, I want to see the game now. Impressive game. Reflecting on his achievement, Ashwat told chess.com, "It felt really exciting and amazing, and I felt proud of my game and how I played, especially since I was worse at one point, but managed to come back from that. The game has been annotated by Grandmaster Rafael Leitao from Brazil." So let's have a quick look into the game. I want to see it. So let's see. Okay, so Ashwat had white pieces and Jacek Stopa from Poland, obviously the black pieces. So the game started with e4. Wow, d6. Broke the fence. d4, knight f6, knight c3, e5, okay. Knight f3, knight beat d7. Now it became Philidor defense. Yeah. The Philidor defense is still tried from time to time by strong grandmasters, said Rafael Leitao, usually in rapid or blitzen. For classical chess, the position is too passive, and the prospect of defending for several hours is not very encouraging. So there you have it. For you followers, new ones for chess, rookies, then the Philidor defense, as Grandmaster Leitao has pointed out, is not very recommended for classical games. It's too passive to be playing it. So Ashwat played bishop c4. Wow. Knight, bishop e7, short castle, short castle. Okay, so both had developed somehow h3. He said here, why can't try h3 then or a4 or rook e1? But I don't know which order of move is most accurate here, and maybe it doesn't make that much of a difference. I'm just reading Rafael Leitao's comment on the game, just in case. So on his appreciation, he thinks that h3 or a4 or rook e1 could probably all be the same. Not much here, what would be much of a difference. So it's not very critical at this point yet. So Ashwara played h3. The Polish Grandmaster plays c6, which seems appropriate here. Let's put it that way. Preparing b7, b5, an expansion that white must prevent. Okay, so he does prevent it by playing a4, a5. Okay. This is a double-edged move. On the one hand, it prevents a4, a5. Sure. Advance and guarantee that the b6 or c5 square for the knight. Sure. Without it being bothered by the a pawn, of course. If the knight goes to b6 without moving that, then a5 could be bothersome, so the knight had to move back. So yeah, a5 prevents that. But on the other hand, it gives the option of b6, a6, b5, or simply b6, bishop b7. It's not recommended to advance the b pawn and allow white to play d4, d5. d5. Black is now forced to capture the d4 pawn sooner or later. Yeah, it's important to execute his capture at the right time. Rook e1, h6. Okay, now Leitao gives here his first commentary. Now he said here that knight b6 was recently played in the game, but white had better position after bishop b3, knight f d7, bishop e3, e takes d4, knight d4, knight c5, queen f3, knight b3. Okay, that's complicated. Bishop a2. Wow. He says here that bishop e3 is more accurate since the bishop still does not need to go back. Yeah, it's not necessary to return. Rook e8, bishop e3, bishop f8. It says an accuracy that makes black's position difficult. Pawn takes d4 was appropriate. This is the right moment to capture. Depending on white's reaction, the e8 square should be used by the knight instead of the bishop. Queen d2, queen c7, knight h4. Okay, he says here that instead of knight c7, he says that pawn takes d4 is no longer, it's not good anymore. Knight e4, a typical move to exploit the weakness on f7, f5, and g6. The knight plays a duet with the powerful bishop on a2. Yes. Knight h7. Knight g6. The f8 bishop might not seem that important, but it protects the d6 pawn, and its exchange can be felt. Pawn takes d4, bishop takes d4, knight c5, f4. Guess here that white's performer hesitates here a bit in the next few moves. Queen e3 is the most accurate. Knight e6, queen, knight take f8, bishop e6, knight takes f8, knight put f8, f5. This move weakens the e5 square unnecessarily. Bishop takes e6, knight f for e6, bishop f2 is still much better for white. Bishop takes a2, rook for a2, f6. F6. Knight f d7, it was possible. In order to prevent the interesting pawn sacrifice, that was possible after f6. Queen e4. e5 gives white clear a more good practical compensation. Knight f d7. The worst is over for black. Knight d1. Knight e5. Rook a3. King h7. Knight f2, Queen f7. The queen will found a good square on c4. g4. Ooh. Queen c4. Queen d2. b6. Missing a good opportunity. Queen b4. Wait a minute. Queen b4 poses a serious problem. King g2, rook g3 was stronger, bringing the rook quickly to the king side and leaving the a pawn to his fate. Wow. If black captures it, then g4, g5 is very strong. Queen a4 otherwise. Black can play b2, b3 with the rook having crossed the bridge with a very strong, wow, yes. Rook a7. Black should react in the center. Rook a7. h4. Rook g3 still is a good alternative. d5. b3. Queen b4. The wrong square. Queen a6 was necessary when the position is still sharp. The best move for white is still difficult. g5 instead of taking something in the center. Queen takes queen. Pawn takes queen. Rook a1. Black suddenly has too many weaknesses, and the a pawn has become powerful. Pawn takes pawn. Bishop takes knight. Knight takes pawn. Knight takes g4, the decisive mistake. Wow. The wrong square. c4 is more stubborn, although white's much better after g5. Oh yeah, terrible. Queen g5 check. F for g5. Rook for g8. Knight f6. g4. Rook c6. Rook d7. a5. Rook d2, king g3. Wow, very simple. And resign. Very easy win. Unbelievable. With this triumph, Ashwat, at the tender age of 8 years, 6 months, and 11 days, became the youngest player ever to defeat a grandmaster in classical tournament game. He now joins prestigious list of young talents who have beaten a grandmaster before the age of 10. Among them is Grandmaster Nordibek Abdusattorov, now a chess superstar, ranked 15 in the world, who was aged 9 and 7 months when he scored his first win against a grandmaster. Another notable player on the list is that of the world's youngest grandmaster ever, Grandmaster Abhimanyu Mishra, who beat Grandmaster James Sturgeon when he was aged 9 and 10 months. And there's a list of youngest players to defeat a grandmaster in classical games, February 2024. Wow. Number 12, Bharat Subramanian, 2018. 2196 rating, 10 years, 7 months. Beat Deepan Chakravarti, 2531. Pragnanagna, 2016. He was 2339, 10 years, 5 months, 9 days. 2435. Vincent Kaima, 2015. 2371, 10 years, 2 months, and 30 days. Alexander Karpachev, 2472. Mark Andrea Maruzzi, the current world junior champion. 2017, he was 1841. He was 10 years, 1 month, and 17 days when he beat Fabian Libisevsky with 2542. Wow. Faustino Oro. Last year, Faustino Oro. 2325, at 10 years old, beat Federico Perez Ponza, 2527. Then Abhimanyu Mishra, 2019, 2120, 9 years old, 10 months. James Sturgeon, 2402. Aaron Mendez, 2 years ago, 2022, 1970, 9 years, 10 months. Rashvan Pretu, 2445. Nordibek Abdusattorov, 2057, 9 years, 7 months, 27 days. Andrei Shigalgo, 2600. Hetul Sa, Wonder Liang. Wonder Liang It was 1832 in 2012. He beat Larry Kaufman 24-6, 9 years, 3 months, 20 days. And this year, Leonid Ivanovich, 1865, 8 years, 11 months, 7 days. Milko Popchak, 2193. And our game of today, Ashwat Kushik, Jacek Stopa. Ashwat was seeded 59 among the 127 participants, finished the tournament in 12th place after losing his final game against international master Harry Grieve. An impressive rating performance of 2270 means he is set to gain 84 rating points on the next list. The tournament was won by Grandmaster Vitaly Kunin. Aswad, born in India, has been residing in Singapore with family for about 6 years. He had already made a name for himself by winning triple gold in the under 8 category of the Eastern Asian Youth Championship 2022. He was still 6 years old. That same year, he played actively around different continents due to a lack of international events in Singapore. A notable achievement was becoming the World Under 8 Rapid Champion 2022, well, 2 years shy of the age limit. That was also the point his father realized he had enormous talent. Until then, we didn't quite know how he would do a global event level. There he is. Wow. Ashwat held Australian Grandmaster to a draw in Thailand last year. He said his son learned the rules of chess at the age of 4, thanks to Chess Kid. He picked it up on his own, playing with his grandparents, pointing out that neither he nor his wife played chess. He had been following his son's progress with excitement, but also a bit of surprise. It's surreal as there isn't really any sport tradition in our families. Every day is a new discovery, and we sometimes stumble in search of the right pathway for him. Now Ashwat spent up to 7 hours a day on chess. 7 hours a day! And solved thousands of puzzles on his old chess program. He helped to have what his father described as photographic memory. Are you kidding me? He solved long, complex puzzles visually. He finished Grandmaster Jacob Agat entire Grandmaster series recently without using a board. Ashwat now works with a handful of strong coaches. One of them is Grandmaster Kevin Gart Wee Wing, CEO of the Singapore Chess Federation, who can testify of the youngster's remarkable tactical skills. He reveals that Ashwat is currently a member of the Under 14 squad, coached by Grandmaster Thomas Luther and Andre Vaughan. He is tactically very sharp, mainly due to lots of practice, and we're trying to build his strategical understanding. He gives an example of this famous study by international Buchanan effect, which the 8-year-old solved in under 3 minutes before bedtime. Can you find how Y wins? Well, I can try rook takes pawn check, king takes rook, then knight e5 check. And it doesn't matter where he moves to either king b6 or king c5. I can eat his rook then. His family is extremely supportive and also does not put excessive pressure on him, letting the boy pursue his own targets. We are proud of Ashwat, but also do not set any target for him and let him grow at his own pace. Him breaking this world record is simply a bonus. For Ashwat, the future looks bright. Speaking to Singapore newspaper last year, he said he hoped to break 2,000 and his candidate master title, and then eventually reach 27 by playing attacking chess like his idol, Mikhail Tal. When asked if he intends to continue playing competitively, he said yes, till I become world champion. Wow. Ashwat is a part of generation of prodigy that seem to be rewriting the norms of the game with extraordinary results that would be almost unheard of 5 to 10 years ago. Most kids barely know the chess rules at the age of 8, but now they seem capable of competing with strong title players. 8 is the new 12. Come on, Anish. In particular, the class of 2015 appears to be a formidable force. In addition to Ivanovic, Chess.com also covers sensational result by women candidate master Bodana Sivanathan, who stunned the chess world with triple gold in the World Youth Chess Championship, and Roman Shogchev, who beat 5 grandmasters in the World Rapid and Blitz Championship. Who knows, maybe we'll soon be seeing 10-year-olds becoming grandmasters. Wow. That is impressive. Well, if 8-year-olds start beating chess grandmaster like that, I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest with you. But, well, they still have a long way to go. But by the way he start tactically beating people like that, it's not going to be too far away for them to become candidate, FIDE master, international master, and eventually grandmaster. He said that he wants to be world champion. Well, that's the goal of all chess players when they started. They want to be world champion, but then life hits you in many ways, and it's good he got parents that they are not putting pressure on him, a lot of pressure on him. So he seems to be cool about it. He He loved playing tactical game. His father said he has photographic memory. Well, that helps. It helped you so far. You still have to do the ropes. Well, let's see. Let's see what the future brings to this kid and the other one too. So it's we have to keep an eye on those people. Oh well. Okay. Now let's play some games. I want to play some games. So let's see. I want to play some games. And you know what? I want to play Fisher Random. I want to play Fisher Random chess. That's what I'm talking about. Whatever they call in Europe, freestyle or don't care about that. I just want to play Fisher Random chess. So here we go. Let's play Fisher Random. Okay. 3 minute playing. Okay. Ah, I didn't see that. Oh my goodness. It's terrible. Terrible game. Suddenly, I don't like my position. Position was beautiful. Now I don't like it. Now I don't like my position. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Incredible, huh? But he had the winning position here. All he had to do is knight takes bishop. I can't take the rook because then queen f7 check. So I have to take by force. Queen takes knight. The thing is that he doesn't have the rook to move around. The rook is trapped. So he plays knight takes bishop. Then I take queen takes knight. Then the rook is still trapped. He can't move anywhere. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay, guys. All right. So that was all for today. Uh, Again, we're gonna I broadcast next Friday, same time, 6 p.m. Eastern. If you'd like to support this channel, please click subscribe on YouTube if you're watching from YouTube, because you can see my channel on YouTube on the Chessmania. But if you're following from Twitch, just click follow on Twitch, and we'll let you know when I go online. Again, I'll go either every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay, and we see each other next Friday, and enjoy the rest of your day. And you guys, you take care.